Oh, hi, hello, people, hello. Oh, hi, everyone, hi, and welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Finally, official start to weekend. Hope you all had an easy week. Hope you all had an easy week. I sure know I had so far. Got some stuff done around the house, which was really nice. Still have some other stuff left to do, but yeah. Some easy time before Easter, so I'll be good. I'll be good. Anyway, let's get right in here. Let's get right in here with first. So, oh, where am I? Where am I? Oh, no, I forgot it. You didn't see that. No, no, no. No. What? Where's the program? I can't find it. No. Come on, VideoTube. Come on. Oh, damn. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I'm here. I'm here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm back fully now. Ah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hope you all are doing good too. Yeah, back today. To play through the second case of the Darkest Files today. After having gone live yesterday with some rivals. I don't want to do that again. Also, I played some early today and it was not a good match. Probably fully I should probably be self-aware and say I wasn't a good Hawkeye, but I'm still doing a decent work and a team that did less work. It felt like a terrible match. Or at least as far as I know, me and every other player except my lovey. Maybe I'm not your husband, not officially. Can't say that here. But yeah, everyone except my lovely boyfriend including myself, did a terrible job. If you only know the job during these matches, I don't want to play my private rest of today. So I was like, yeah, I want to do the second case of this lovely game. As far as I know, it's only 2 cases in epilogue, which I don't know how big it is, if it's a really case or it's my cleaning up after the fact. So I'm interested to see what this middle thing does. I say wish this was longer because I really like inspiration, the thinking around everything. How about we? How about stop talking? We get into it. By the way, once again, thank you everyone who's here today. We officially yesterday reached the follower goal to 50 followers. Thank you, thank you again so much. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. But no, seriously, thank you so much for this. I can't believe it. But it's basically the only thing separating me from achieving, or at least applying for affiliate is just the consecutive with 3 viewers per stream on base of 30-day mark. I think it was. Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that. Doesn't hurt if it's a slow process. The way it can prove over a longer time. But hey, how about we go and get into this game? Certainly playing already on my side. So here, let's see. We go here. Only pause the music for a minute here. Come on, capture it. There it is. There we are. Continue. Yeah, part 2, Valuta. Where we stopped last time. End bit of this start of this investigation here.
Good morning, Miss Katz.
Morning,
There are
Paula.
some new letters for you. I left them on your desk.
I also got myself some lovely hot chocolate. You got to read, to drink.
Miss Katz. Thank you, Paula.
I hope there's something else by Paula. Fake. There's no music. The hell. First of all, cat.
Don't you look majestic up there? Keeping watch?
What? Where? Oh, how did she get there?
Oh,
Have a cat.
I'm glad you are so cooperative.
Good cat.
Oh, hello, Malena.
Oh,
Oh,
see Daisy. There's picture updates out. It makes this game a little easier and well, makes it more direct what the difficulty modes are, and it gives you a more direct, harsher mode that eases up this modes a bit as well. Okay, let's see what the blood Cyton says today. The Suez Channel crisis has been resolved with Eisenhower's intervention. The Tsar troops will stay in Romania. I don't think it's miswritten, or was it spelled Romania back in the day? Is it a slight thing? Is it a misnomer? I thought it's just Romania. An O without OU. Hey, who knows? They just changed over time. I don't know. And Beautiful Symphony. French National Orchestra. Indian concert in Cairo. Hey, Jesus Christ. Also, Ontario reminds all German pre-law citizens to check entry requirements for traveling. All citizens need an entry card when entering Belgium, Luxembourg, France, and Switzerland. Other European countries, including Spain, Yugoslavia, and the Eastern Bloc countries, require a passport. Yep, that was definitely back before you in Schengen area. Thank God these times are over. Yeah, very nice of them to separate these articles a little more. It's nice. Developments in Germany. At the press conference Monday, Chancellor Konrad Adenauer spoke out in favor of the deployment of nuclear weapons in German soil. He justified this by ending the population of the ever increasing threat from the east and described the bombs as mere evolution of artillery. No, I wouldn't call dudes an evolution of artillery. I can get where he came from, but no, that's not it.
it's locked.
He's not here yet. Okay, I'll read my letters. I don't know if he went this far the last time. It's been a weeks. Appointments for today was the what does the paper say? Whatever one. Okay. As military service begins, promotion military service begins. First 10,000 recruits report for duty. 10,000 young men begin their service in the Federal Armed Forces in West Germany, reinstates conscription 12 years after the war. Defense Minister Strauss emphasizes the necessity of a step given the Soviet threat. The opposition strongly criticizes the measure. Last year, 1,000 volunteers had already joined the force. Basically, training for new recruits is scheduled for the last 3 months. Okay. All was longer back in the day, but might be wrong. First death sentence in Budapest uprising trial. Budapest, the People's Court, they sentenced 3 defendants to death in a show trial of 11 participants in the October uprising. Condemned were charged with counter-revolution and high treason. It's always counter-revolution and high treason. Prime Minister Kadar continues his harsh campaign against the insurgents, tries part of a compressive purge following the bloody suppression of the popular uprising by Soviet troops in November. Western observers condemn the proceedings as political justice. More trials are scheduled to follow. Okay. Oh, letter. Esther, my darling, I know it has only been a week since we talked, but it feels so much longer. Write you in the evening, while waiting for your father. Oh, it's my mother. First moment I had to catch my since we landed. We're going to the theater soon, and as per usual, he can't find his necktie. Man is going to be lost without us, wouldn't he? New York is he's in the US. New York has beauty to it, but the pictures can't translate. You can just feel the hopes and dreams of the people here. Back then, for sure. It's nothing like Frankfurt. It's all for Frankfurt. That's still today for sure. Frankfurt has no hopes and dreams. Back then, not today. Sorry. But you can also smell them. Not to even mention the unspeakable state of the trash in the streets. Well, that's probably what I've heard. Europe definitely has areas that smell. But hey, I haven't been there. I'm not complaining. There's a magical place, and we've barely started exploring. It's such a pity you couldn't get the time to join us. You more than deserve it. Still a word you've done with that insurgent of yours. The boa has no idea the gem he has on your hand. Should be careful with him. Don't let him drag you down when he's inevitably starts drowning. Jeez, Papa, you can't stop praising the guy. You that's not fucking hitting on the guy. You just start praising him, isn't like taking him down. Jesus. He has Papa coming up, so he must be ready. Take care, my darling, and don't let yourself be wet dry. Love, Mookie. Oh boy,
Who do I want to call? The line is busy.
my
Who
parents
do I
are
wanna
home.
call? He's not picking up.
Oh, yes.
Miss Katz, there's a man here asking to see you. Walter Hens? I don't think he has an appointment.
I wonder what's that about. I'll be.
Let's see what this is about.
Mona's Gaststätte. If the wine is good, I'd probably be a regular customer by the end of the year.
I get that. Let's see. Mm-hmm. What else is
The
here?
door is locked. The door is locked.
What's home? What's with work today, huh? Jeez.
Good morning. I've been told you wanted to see me. Mr. Hens, was it?
Walter Hens, a pleasure. You're the one from the old man, right? The rebel with the flag? Yeah.
Hans Naumann. And he was not the rebel. That was the entire
Is this the only case you have ever solved?
What the hell, man?
Can you just get to the point?
Nice,
yeah.
aren't we? Well,
Odd.
I'm here on behalf of my wife. She wishes she could do it herself, but her health isn't what it... Honestly, Tessie's never been a beacon of health, but it has been getting worse and...
Mr. Hens, the case?
It's about her girl, Anna. Anna Kazmirek. She was only 19 when they killed her. When they had her killed.
What do you mean by that? Who had her killed?
You lot. Lawyers, judges, the whole circus. Sent her to the guillotine for looting, called her a traitor to the nation. She was innocent.
I'm sorry, but if it was a lawful sentence,
There was nothing lawful about it.
Let's see.
Do you remember the bombing of Brunswick in '44?
of course. October, right? Left the whole city on fire.
Yes. It was like the whole world was burning.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
I doubt any words could ever give it justice.
Let's see, huh?
The Tommies hit us overnight.
Ooh.
They lit the whole city like a Christmas tree when they started the firestorm. Come morning, nothing was left of the old town, and not much of everything else.
A firestorm?
That's what it's called. Have you ever seen a pillar of flame rising to the sky, Miss Katz? Not a sight I'd wish on anybody.
Which he's the only person to call him Miss Katz, but Miss Katz. Oh, no.
Christmas tree? That's a peculiar analogy.
Not really. It's how we called their markers. They drop flares of various colors, lighting up the panorama like, well, a Christmas tree.
That's terrible. I am sorry I have to ask, but how is it connected to the case?
Anna lost everything that day, other than her mother. Their place was hit by a bomb. The whole block gone in an instant. Not a stone left standing.
Crazy. Okay. That thing.
Her mother? You mentioned she's your wife?
Yes, Tessie. Teresa Hens. She was born out east. A small village in... would be Masovia now? Poland. Came to Brunswick with her husband after
From
the
East Germany, I
First
see.
War. Had Anna on the way, in a train car. She had always been delicate, both in her body and, well, you know, mind. Again, she sends her apologies for not being here herself.
When did you and Teresa marry?
Details is
A
important.
few months after the execution. It wasn't love, just the right thing to do.
That's certainly a way of Germany
With
sees
Anna
marriage,
gone,
yeah.
She had no one to take care of her, and she was in no position to provide for herself. I was doing well with my pub, so I offered to help. It's not the most romantic of stories.
Tell me about Anna.
She was a good kid, no matter what they say. Mixed parentage from her mother's side, Prussian-Polish family. It earned her more than a few side eyes. Anna had to work hard for it. Someone had to look after the family. But she was a young girl. She wanted to have fun when she could. The morning after the bombing, Anna went to the ruins. Spent the whole day digging through the rubble, searching for, well, anything.
Sure, I don't forget anything else that we could get. Yeah, vacant.
You mean
Yes.
the ruins of the house?
Yes, an older tenement house for some of the lower classes. Not the first place they lost. Believe it or not, it was actually their third home destroyed by the
Oh
bombings.
jeez. And we're coming back in the day, well, in the end of the war especially.
You said she was sentenced for looting. I'm sorry, but I have to ask, did she loot anything?
No. She had found a few things, but everything belonged to her or her mother. Anna was no thief.
It's hard to disprove anything that they, especially to prove that you stole something that didn't want to you. The tape, how can you prove that unless it's like pictures of other people?
Were
Invent.
you there with her?
If only, but I was nowhere near. I only learned about any of this when it was already too late. It happened a few days later. I was at my place when Heidi came, begging for help.
Were you affected by the bombing?
No, I had a small
Oh.
apartment above my pub. Luckily, it was out of the way, so the Tommies didn't target that area.
And who's Heidi?
Grunewald, Heidi Grunewald, a close friend of Anna. Both of them had been assigned to the same emergency shelter.
Okay, right. What did
She asked for your help? Help with what?
Someone had planted a suitcase in Anna's room and accused her of stealing it from the ruins. The
Oh,
police
I'm
came,
dreaming
and
now.
for some reason, the bastard seemed dead set on making the accusation true. That's what it was about at first. No treason, no looting, just a simple theft. And not even that was true.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I followed her to the shelter, of course, running through the city. But we were too late.
See. Let some details up into the scenery. Of the newsletter here, or other stuff, but I did anyway.
The bastards
Oh
must
shit.
have grown tired of Anna denying their accusations. Decided to make her confess.
Hmm.
They beat it out of her. By the time we arrived, they were long gone, leaving the kids. It was bad.
The kids? Somebody was still there?
Yes, two of them. Anna's boyfriend. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. And the Becker's girl, Emilia. Poor sods. They saw it all and couldn't do jack to stop it.
What can you tell me about Anna's boyfriend?
They had dated for a while. Can't say how long. I've seen him around, but I can't say I remember much. Military sort, I think. Heidi would know more. You'll have to ask her.
Emilia Becker. Who was she?
Her family was also placed in that shelter. Shop owners. Local girls, stuck up. They knew each other with Anna and Heidi. I don't think they got on too well.
Where was that?
Can't give you the address. It was a temporary emergency shelter, one of many. A once upper-end flat, run down and filled with as many people who lost their homes to the bombing as they could squish. Cramped, but a roof over their head.
Definitely looks like that. Hmm.
I kept it together as much as I could. Tried talking to them, get them to tell me what happened. Wasn't an easy job.
Bad, yeah.
How did Heidi react?
Bad. She took it hard. Not one to cry, though. She went with anger instead. Started yelling at the boy that he was supposed to keep them there. Didn't get much of a reaction.
The Becker girl. What was she doing?
Avoiding us. She had locked herself in her family's room before we
Hmm.
arrived and refused to come out.
Okay. Go with him. Okay, yeah. Didn't see she was out in the open.
The boyfriend. What did he do?
He was curled up in a corner, sobbing, a sad sight. Wouldn't calm down. For a long while, he didn't even respond to anything we said.
Bad.
So, what happened? What's the case?
The case is that Anna was innocent and they took her. They beat her. They killed her. tortured her until she said what they wanted, confessed to something she didn't do. And then they cut her head off.
What? Serious, right?
Can you tell me something more about this Heidi Grunewald?
Local girl, strong, hard. All of the Grunwalds were. Good people, but poor people. And quite a lot of them, each with a mouth to feed. Heidi was yay big the first time they put her. Gave the rascal her first night in a cell. Pickpocketing. Gave her a job right after that, to keep her off the street. Gave one to Anna soon after. They were already friends.
I see. Oh. I think you've got everything I could get.
The next day, they put her on trial. A sham. Nobody was allowed to testify. There was no proof. Her lawyer just sat there, silent. And they changed the accusation, made it a case of looting instead of theft. A treasonous act for some reason.
Why did they change the accusation?
Huh, to hell if I know. Maybe they wanted a show. Or the policeman wanted a promotion and made it out to be a bigger crime. Or whoever made up the whole story of her crime decided it needed more flair.
And that's why they gave her the death sentence?
Yes, some law allowed them to do it because they made her a so-called folk pest, a traitor. I tried to learn more on what really happened there, why it happened. But as a civilian, they wouldn't give me much. All I have is here. This and my wife. Once she feels better, she wants to testify.
Your wife's testimony? What could she tell us? Was she present at the arrest?
No, but they used her against Anna. A few days after the trial, they came demanding she denounce her own daughter. Threatened her with complicity, promised lenience if she cooperated. They fed her word for word the lies, the calumnies to write and sign about her own daughter, about that damn suitcase. She can tell you the truth. She wants to tell you the truth. She's adamant she can prove there was no crime in the first place.
Mr. Hens, I'm terribly sorry. But while this story is awful, I am a prosecutor. It is not for me to prove people's innocence. On the contrary, I accuse them.
But you should accuse them, Miss Katz. All of them. Every single one of the bastards. The bastard who planted a damn suitcase in her room and called the cops, knowing full well it would get her killed. The policeman who tortured her until she said what they wanted to hear. Her lawyer, her judge, especially the judge.
See what we can do.
Check
I'll see.
what of this is actually punishable and whether we can start an investigation.
Thank you, Miss Katz. Thank you. I leave our number with your secretary. We'll keep in touch regarding Tessie's health. Arrange a time for her to appear.
But I can't make any promises yet.
I know. Still, thank you for giving it a chance.
The case might be for us after all. I'd better talk to Mr. Bauer.
Good.
Mr. Hens told me about his wife's situation. Left me their number.
That's good.
Though I can't say I'm happy with him calling me a secretary. I'll keep in contact should you and Mr. Bauer decide to take the case.
I haven't seen Christoph today. Do you know where he is?
He's in Hamburg.
Oh.
Oh, must be nice to get away from the office once in a while.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. He's following a lead for his case. Probably stuck in the...
Have you seen Peters?
Have I seen him? He made such a mess in the archive. Now he's in his office. I'm telling you...
How are you today?
Can't complain.
Yeah, it's good.
I might even have a little date planned for the evening.
Fancy.
Oh,
Oh.
My husband
Same.
got us 2 tickets for Frankenstein. I
Nice.
just hope Mr. Bauer won't have me stay late. It's been forever since we had an evening just...
fingers crossed. How is Mr. Bauer doing?
How
He
about
had a
him?
meeting with the Minister of Justice in the morning.
Oh boy.
As per usual, left him in a foul mood. He smokes so much when he goes to these things.
Yeah, I can't believe people survived anywhere close to us now that they did have so much snow.
Thank you, Paula.
Well, since he's here, let's talk to him. Hey, Peters.
God damn it, I told you. Oh. Hello, Katz.
Peters.
Sorry, I thought you were Paula. She's been on my ass all day.
I believe that.
I'm looking for Christoph. Do you know where he is?
Oh. You wanted to see Christoph. It makes perfect sense to look for him. He's in Hamburg, prepping for a case.
Ah.
Doubt he'll be back this week.
Working on something important, Peters?
Yes, same case I already told you about.
Right, that one.
And
Oh.
it's still a real pain in the ass. I know I'm getting somewhere, but it's just too slow.
Hmm.
Later, Peter.
Well, he's going somewhere. Liechtenstein's return, huh? Yes, Mr. Perrycat. Yeah, there's just no sieve actually.
What a mess, as always. And what's that? Did someone forget their files? What a mess.
Nice to clean up here, seriously.
It's really freezing in here, and the heater does not seem to be running. Need to remember to wear an extra sweater as soon as I have any work done here. How long has it been? Does anybody ever clean her?
Look like it.
Looks like something from Peter's investigation.
Let's snoop a
It's
little.
not like him to just leave this lying around.
Don't really have a thing as far as I know, so. One of his highlights. Oh, this is nice. I didn't know we had this. That's all the interactables in Noon. That is very useful. Our case for so far.
I'm glad I brought my own umbrella. I do hate this time of the year.
Yeah.
Last month's Motor Trends wouldn't be my first reading choice, but
Yeah, just that's already.
not where I'd expect to find this often. I should try the coffee at Café Z.
If we had that text before, because she's not new to office at this point.
Yes?
Are these files yours?
What? Yes. Jesus. How? Where did you get them?
They were in the archive on the desk.
On the desk. Shit. They must have slipped out when I was
Shit.
packing up. Well, did you read them?
Couldn't. But I knew.
No, I didn't.
Remember when I told you of this game the guards had at the camps?
Yeah.
With the cap throwing.
Yeah.
And shooting the prisoners who went to pick them up as escapees.
Yep.
File
And also
found
shooting the ones that didn't.
testimony about this. It's an account of one of such murders. The victim's name was Elisha Kalka, Jewish male, born in 1894 in Krakow. He arrived at Auschwitz in late 40 and was killed in early 41.
Ah, shit.
The witness even gives a date, but I'm not sure about it.
That's horrible.
Yes, well, horrible, of course, but hardly rare.
Shouldn't-
Anyway,
Yes.
thank you for finding it. I can't believe I didn't even notice it was gone.
Later, Peters.
No issues. Good. Good, Didi. Hvem? Oh.
Miss Cutts, it's always good to see you. I take it our unexpected guest has piqued your curiosity.
I didn't realize you knew about it already.
Miss Fisher keeps me updated, and I must admit, I've vested some interest in his case. Or Miss Kazmierek's case, I should say. I assume that is why he came.
I think we should take this case.
Miss Cutts, I understand your sentiment, but we don't really prove people's innocence here.
But we can prove other people's guilt. The crimes committed against Miss Kazmierek, our victim.
Interesting approach. Very well, color me intrigued. What are your leads?
Mr. Hens gave me two names, Heidi Grunewald and Emilia Becker. Both of them had previous history with Miss Kazmierek and were present at her arrest.
Their testimonies would make for a good starting point. But there is more,
Same.
I hope.
There's the victim's mother, Teresa Kazmierek. She's now married to Mr. Hens. She wants to testify, but it's made difficult by her health. They'll be in touch as soon as she's able to come. She wants to set the record straight about a false opinion or testimony she was forced to give. And more importantly, she believes she can prove Anna committed no crime in the first place.
Oh, that would make the case quite a bit easier, almost realistic. But there is more, I hope.
Yeah.
There are a
Yeah,
few
it's what-
witnesses to Anna Kazmierek's arrest I still need to identify. The policemen themselves, of course, and the victim's boyfriend. Sadly, Mr. Hens couldn't remember his name.
It should easily come up in the investigation. Same case for the officers.
Then there's the documents, of course, from the arrest and the trial. The denunciation itself, if we're lucky.
Wouldn't that be something? Very well, I don't think I have any questions. I agree it's a good case for us.
That's
For
good.
you, more specifically,
Oh, yeah.
the investigation is yours, Miss Cutts. The case of Anna Kazmierek versus, well, who? To start, there are three things I believe would serve you well to explore. First, the inciting incident. Why did the police come? How did they know about Anna and her potential crime?
It's true.
Then the most obvious, the beating. Did Anna confess of her own will, or was she coerced? And last, but quite interesting, if the police were there to arrest her for theft, why was she tried for looting and treason instead?
Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer.
The pleasure's all mine, as per usual. Now I believe you've got your work cut out for you.
I should start with the files. If the case was investigated before, there should be something in the archive.
Yes, but
In the
also
report that Mr. Hens mentioned, I should ask Paula to find the exact reference.
yes. Why does Paula
How did
first
it
bring
go?
you stuff?
We have a new case. I'll need you to start digging up files immediately.
Right, goes without saying.
We know of 5 witnesses who were present at the time of the crime, but we only have 2 names. And we have the victim's mother willing to testify, once her health allows it, whenever that would be.
Hmm.
Heidi Grunewald, a friend and co-worker of Anna. She's the reason why Mr. Hens knew of the situation. She should be able to tell us what happened. And she might know the name of another witness, the victim's boyfriend.
Should I invite her?
Yes.
Yes,
On it.
the policeman who took Anna. I need to know how many there were, their names, and where they are now. Anything you can find.
If I'm still alive, of
I'll
course.
do my
Yeah.
best.
Boyfriend, same for
One
him.
of the witnesses that Mr. Hens recognized was the victim's boyfriend. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to give us his name. I know there isn't much to go on, but can you start looking for him?
I'll do my best.
I need you to find me the decree about the folk pest law. It would seem it was used in Anna's case to justify a verdict.
Reich Law Gazette 168. This one I know by memory.
Hmm.
I'll have a copy for you by tomorrow.
But you do. Good. Let's see
Oh,
what.
Be
Oh,
careful when you go downstairs. Someone just broke the window. Again.
really? Anything?
I never thought our office would be the crime scene. Or that I'd get used to it.
It's been playing with bad Gesetz and shit.
Ah, the corpus delicti. Torn straight from the sidewalk.
Put down of a sideboard, people. Come on. The hell?
Traitors. Very inventive.
Not belittling people's attempts to come through this shit. Yay, lovely Becca people. He had a name. Why are even stuff like that in here? Do you have no 9-3 or pretty sure. Oh, the memory process. Right. I did this before. Here it is. Five 1956. Five 1956. The name
There's
Brunswick.
nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Yes, this is week first. Brunswick, 1st of October 1944. The name of the people. Oh, certainly the people. Totally. The criminal proceedings against Anna Kazimierek for the act of looting in voluntarily evacuated buildings. I don't think they were evacuated at all. They just bombed fresh and first. Special court and Brunswick recognizes as right. Defendant Anna Kazimierek is guilty of all charges and as a false press and traitor to the German people is therefore sentenced to death by the guillotine. That is based on the defendant's own confessions given freely following her recognition by the victim. Okay. Not been challenged in any capacity. Let it be noted that no proof or witness of the defendant were presented. Defense placing the sentence. Oh. The defendant ends with defense placing the sentence at our discretion. It was very untrue. The damning lack of speakers for the defendant's character, criminal position as an untermensch of Slavic descent. The punishable manner in which she exploited the raven's need of her fellow citizens, punishment must be death, Point two paragraph. First paragraph of the decree against public enemies. Even the youth of the accused cannot change this. I, Anna Kazmarek, of sound mind and body and full aware of my legal rights, hereby confess to the crimes of the morning of 1944. Following the bombing of Brunswick by the despicable British Air Forces, I have snuck out and entered the burned out house which I have had lived. I entered the home of my neighbor Emilia Becker because I knew where she kept her valuables, motivated by basic instincts, my bad temper and envy. Von Emilia Becker's suitcase and stole it, and then Casimir. Yes. What else do we have so far? Citizens of Brunswick on November 2024 in the early hours of the morning, patrol Casimir has been rightfully instituted as a folk pest and traded German people. Anything. From 2024, Perfidious Albion, taking civilian infrastructure as target with barbaric act leaves the city in ruins, proving once again the true intent of the invaders, the final touch of German history and identity. Our sons and brothers bleed defending the banks of the Rhine, the cowardly British Air Force launches a dishonorable attack on Brunswick. British Reapers, alright, same date. Fires raged across the ruined districts of Cologne, Duisburg, and Brunswick as the three cities reel from night of British bombardment. Unable to accept their failures on the shore of the Rhine, the Western forces has resolved the cowardly attack of the civilians, launching organized policies of strikes against unsuspecting innocents in their houses. And Frankfurter Stimme. Brunswick bombed in the early hours of the day. Brunswick was decimated in a barbaric attack by the British invaders. Genius items left the city in ruins, the vast majority of homes destroyed by the shelling or the resulting firestorm. Bodies of the murdered civilians line the streets, widows and orphans lament under the dark sky, never sure when the Allies will strike again. Articles and bombing of there's a lot of cities look like after the war, it's for sure. Towards the end of it. Still towards the mid to end of 24. Definitely not at the end yet. We've seen German police, you've seen this one before. Yeah. Got this one too. Third. Yeah, good now. I'm to leave for today. Well, that's quick. Hey. It's my cue for you all to go ahead and drink some water. Come on, do it. Do it. Drink water.
Yes, but I assure you, Mr. Wolmuth has your best in your postbox. But these people are all. Yes, I understand. I will tell Mr. Wolmuth.
Paula, what's that?
Is everything all right, Paula?
Yes, Miss Katz. Everything's. No, everything's not fine. That was a horrible call.
I heard. Are you all right, Paula?
I'm fine, I think. Just a bit rattled. It was one of Mr. Wolmuth's witnesses. She wants out.
One.
Did she tell you why she wants out?
Same as always. Threats against her and her family. They even sent her photographs of her children. Monsters.
How important was this witness for Christoph's case?
It's going to be tough. He spent weeks prepping her. I won't be surprised if I find him sleeping in the office for the next couple of days.
I see. Not our case, sorry. That's what I think.
Does this happen often?
First case.
Feels like every other week. Most of the time we can convince them to stay on, but it is getting harder.
Don't let this
Thank
grind
you.
you down, Paula.
I won't. Can't give them the satisfaction.
Quite a
As it was I've soon found out the names of the officers who arrested Anna. Otto Wagner and Klaus Nowak. I know someone could tell us more about them out. To find about Miss Farn. Boyd. Okay, it's Boyd. Officers were dispatched following the anonymous call from 20th October at 10:25, which reported the suspect is a thief. Caller alleged that Anna Trismic was in possession of a stolen suitcase. Temporary lodging was staying. I'll skip out. Suspect was thief. Caller alleged possession of stolen. Temporary lodging of suspects was staying at the time. Was identified 4 people: Wolfgang Kirchmann, Heidi Grunewald, Emil Beckler, and the suspect itself, Anna Kazimierz. Okay. The facts revealed in the interview. Okay, Wolfgang Kirchmann, boyfriend. Not one. The facts revealed in the interviews, the charges against Anna had been elevated to wars of treason against the nation. It was recovered from Miss Prostitute's room. C-form E. Anna was been admitted for temporary holding cell to require note following the delivery of suspect. The junior watchmaster required the administration of first aid. What cool off. So, prosecutor Julius Haas report following Mr. Wood's in-depth investigation into the background of Anna. Following has been established in regards to the nature of the character and of the condemned. The person of Anna Kazimierz is a weak-willed, impulsive, frivolous girl whom even the present time of need does not seem to have brought about a sense of responsibility. She is described as lazy, precocious, and cautious? I don't know, self-centered since childhood. She had often been missing from work. She had been associated with criminals and individuals of low character. Most descriptions are even supported by her own mother, Teresa, described her a naughty and irresponsible daughter too. And here's the law. And then 1929. Council for Defense, days of force of law. Plunder in evacuated areas. Who plunders in evacuated areas or in voluntarily evacuated buildings or rooms will be punished with death. Crimes during arrests, crime against the body, life, or property of a person affected by ongoing air raids will be punished for 20 up to life imprisonment, in special dubious cases of death. Crimes endangering the community, commits arson or other crimes endangering the community and thereby damages the ability of the German people to engage in national defense will be punished with death. Use of conditions of war as grounds to increase criminal penalties. Anyone who commits a crime under the special circumstances inflicted by the condition of a war will be punished, overstepping the normal legal penalties, penalty of up to 15 years of life imprisonment or of the death penalty in accordance with the requirements of sound popular judgment, need of specially good criminal rights. Oh boy. Chairman of the Council, Goering, numbers. 12 people all throughout. Oh. Rank and file, huh? What? Auto. There's already like a thing added to it, but let's add a bookmark to it. Wait, E. Y. Y. Y as well, but a label E. In. Well, this one was from 98, this one was from 18, so this one's pretty much younger. Let's say the Junior Watchmaster retired mission first 8, huh? And the paper. German upwards march through Berlin in SED combat units and armored vehicles. East Berlin claimed to liquidate counter-revolutionary elements. The armed workers' militia mobilized from state-owned enterprises conducted operations under People's Police Command. For this view, display of force is a clear violation of Berlin's power status. The German regime has reportedly replaced Soviet embassy guards with National People's Army soldiers, dealing growing militarization of the Soviet sector. NATO warning blatant lines amidst nuclear conflict. On the NATO headquarters indicate its largest staff exercise blatant lines simulating Soviet nuclear attacks on Germany. Now regions devastating strikes of Frankfurt, Hamburg, Cologne following massive tank advances. NATO forces responsive atomic weapons resulting in over 100 nations across Central Europe. The Nordstad emphasizes that Europe's defenses now relies heavily on nuclear deterrence. Lovely. I went to a kitchen area, so.
Who do I want to call?
Oh,
Who do I want to call?
Phone's on
No,
right
he's
now.
busy.
Okay. Oh. Here.
Miss Katz, Heidi Grunewald is waiting for you
Or
in
her.
the conference room. I have the distinct feeling that she doesn't like us very much.
Should I be worried?
Only if you want her to cooperate.
Sounds like trouble.
Right back. A second. Oh.
6 letters for thrilled. Second one is an L.
I don't care.
I love this.
3 words, won't fit. You're really bad at this, you know?
Christoph, I love you.
Solving a crossword?
Just a little something to keep the brain running. Mr. Peters here sadly isn't being very helpful.
Dear God.
Which might be for the best. I'm getting the impression he's not that good at this.
Alright, hit me.
Oh,
Please don't encourage him, please.
Oh, it
tough
does.
crowd. Maybe another time. I wouldn't want to torture Mr. Peters any more than I already do.
Ugh.
You don't seem to be enjoying this
Oh.
much, are you, Peter?
Please make him stop. I just want to have my lunch in peace.
I'll let you get.
Please.
Does he want to thank you. Look at the paper. Great innovation of modern medicine. Bauhausen holds the first mass vaccination against polio. Like the day that word, yeah. Wonder what happened. The new armed forces of Germany into conscripts theory, but this is a big article already on German's Journal of NATO. And Hans Speidel becomes commander-chief of NATO Allied Forces in Middle Europe. Oh, Frankenstein. Frankenstein Epic finds Baron Victor Frankenstein in jail, attempting to convince his jail is the monster he created is responsible for the crimes of which he is accused. On-cues at cinemas are expected, so it would be wise to acquire tickets soon. mere evolution of artillery. For our called the arming of German troops. Noble Laureate Albert Schweitzer speaks out. Nobel laureate Albert Schweitzer speaks out about the dangers of atomic rays, calling for an end of all nuclear tests. In danger. New outrageous proposition is set to be discussed in Parliament, the so-called Equality Act. Masquerading as an effort to uplift women, Bill's clear and disgracefully attempt to unravel the most crucial building blocks of society, our families themselves, but its aims prevent father and husband from caring, fighting for and protecting the household dearest. Oh jeez, yeah, it's about as stupid as a paper as it is in real life. That's they certainly hit the nail on the head. Not of a person.
Mrs. Kronewald, good morning. Thank you for coming on such a short notice.
As if I had the choice.
Mrs. Kronewald, your collaboration is entirely voluntary.
Right. Because I could just make your job easier and let you screw Anna over again. Not going to happen.
I wanted to talk to you about Anna Kazmirek. I believe you are acquainted?
Acquainted. Sure. What do you want to know? Other than her being innocent.
Tell me about Anna's arrest.
Really? Sure you wouldn't rather talk about her heinous crimes? Tell me all about them?
Lady, you don't know why we're here.
Alright, I bite. It was the morning of... I don't know. A few days
That's realistic.
after the bombing.
October 20th.
Sure. If you say so. We were in the emergency shelter. Somehow we all got assigned to the same one. Call it good luck or bad luck. Your choice.
What happened on that day?
We just come back from work with Anna. Graveyard shift at a munitions factory. For the glory of the fatherland. And all that.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
Pigs took some rich prick's house, robbed it of all valuables, and packed it full of homeless folk. We got 3 small rooms around the kitchen, one for each family.
What happened to you during the bombing?
To me? Not much. I was working a night shift. At first I didn't even hear the bombs over all the machinery. How in hell did those bastards manage to burn the entire city except for the munition factories is beyond me.
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
Nothing exciting. We were at another temporary place, smaller than this one actually, so that was an upgrade. It was more of the same, surviving day to day, just with less other people having to do the same. It was a shit time.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Everybody did. The morning after the bombing, we went there with my brothers. Took a few bags. Couldn't fit even half of them. There wasn't much to find.
What did a regular day at the shelter look like?
That's all.
There wasn't
Shiny.
anything regular about that time.
The hints are shiny.
Not yet. We'd only been there for 3 days? 4? It wasn't that different from our lives before, really. Not for me. We were piss poor anyway. Wake up, pray there's water in the pipes. Go to your shift, return there tired, repeat.
Yeah, life back then didn't have any luxuries, that's for sure.
lived in the shelter at the time?
Me and mine, the Grunewalds, a total of 7 people at the time. The Kazmireks, Anna and her mother, and unfortunately, the Beckers. 5 of them, 5 too many.
Already last time, so it doesn't count again.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
We were on rotation. Every day different tasks for each of the rooms. Food, cleaning, making sure there's enough water and firewood. Of course, we'd always get the most work, as my family was the biggest.
Oh no.
Tell me about the Beckers.
Butchers. Literally. They owned a family business for generations. A big point of pride for them. Up till a bomb fell right on it.
Well, that was quick.
Tell me about the Kazmireks.
Good people. Both of them. Teresa's practically family now. We took her in after you people killed Anna. Without her daughter, she was all alone. But who cares, right? You all got your dangerous criminal.
Tell me about your family.
Interested in the little workers. That's a new one.
Maybe.
We weren't affected by the bombing as bad as many others. Didn't have much to lose to start with. There were a few of us, luckily. So we were able to scrap by.
You just. Go on this one for now. Shows me this, but it sure as hell isn't anything here. Last one I have is this one. We can proceed.
How would you describe your relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
Our relationship. Anna wasn't a dyke, if that's what you're getting at. She was like a sister to
Jeez,
me.
lady.
A better sister. One that I chose. We were in my family's room, trying to get at least some shut-eye, when I heard someone yapping at the phone. It was Emilia. Emilia Becker.
What was she saying?
I didn't catch all of it. Tried to block it out, actually. I just wanted to sleep. I got enough to understand. The cunt was talking to the police. Ratting on some terrible robbery. How could I have known it was about Anna? Next thing I know, I'm woken up by someone's banging against the door.
Nice to see the nameplates of them.
Who was it?
Greeners! Two of the bastards.
Jeez, lady, jeez.
Diligently responding to a bullcrap call. And what a pair they made. A tall twig of an idiot and a four-eyed geezer with the dumbest mustache. You could smell the alcohol on that one from across the room.
Could you please describe them for me?
He was way too tall, despite the constant hunch. It felt like he was trying to take up as little space as he could. Had the most punchable face I've seen in my life. Like a snooty baby that may start bawling at any moment.
Hmm.
And he was clumsy. First he hit his head on the way in. Then he just kept dropping his notebook as...
Could you please describe them for me?
Creepy. That was my first and main impression.
The other one.
He was somewhat... round? Not yet fat, but close to it.
Yeah, what times
He
even
had
though?
the most ridiculous facial hair, glasses, and he had this smile. This friendly smile.
Did they say why they were there?
Sure. They were investigating a most serious crime and wanted to talk to Anna. Alone. Bastards invited themselves in before I could even say a word. And that would be when, using this mess as a distraction, Emilia planted the bloody thing.
I'll need you to explain what you mean.
Oh, for... Sure. The suitcase she accused Anna of stealing. The one she needed the pigs to find. She put it in Anna's room herself. Had to back her lie somehow, didn't she?
They've same, but especially them.
It was clear. They didn't want me present for their questioning. Fuckers had the nerve to pretend it was about Anna's privacy. I've expected they'd force me out right then and there.
Yes.
And did they make you leave?
No. Somehow Anna managed to convince them it was fine. That she didn't mind me there.
What did they want to know?
They asked about the suitcase. You know, the same one Emilia was planting in Anna's room right there and then. Did I mention that already?
Yes, you did, Mrs.
I know I did. I'm not an idiot. Just make sure it's easy to hear on that tape of yours. The idiots were convinced Anna stole it. And no matter the truth, they wanted her to admit it.
What did Anna tell them?
To go fuck themselves. But she just denied it. What a load of crap. All they had was Emilia's made-up story. And here they were. That's what they didn't like it one bit.
And who are Greeners?
Shupo, obviously. Green uniform. Overcompensating hat.
True.
Gun and nightstick in case they don't like your face. I suppose you people didn't call them that.
But I think no. Hit me this, but
Next thing I know, Glasses pushes me out into the kitchen. Tells me to show him Anna's room. That's where she'd hide the hall.
Did you enter Anna's room with the officer?
No. I just told him where it was. He wouldn't let me go in. Didn't want me tampering. So I waited outside in the kitchen with Wolf. And that rat, Amelia.
Didn't you say Emilia was in Anna's room?
Not anymore. She left her proof and came back before anyone could notice. She just stood there with that smirk of hers. She was behind it all. We all knew she hated Anna. But this? She was trying to get her killed.
That is a lot. That needs lame.
Do you remember what Wolf was doing?
Waiting. Patiently. Naive idiot. He came for money. And it showed. Had no idea what any of this meant. The pig didn't need much time for his search. Emilia must have left it easy to find. Her eyes lit up as soon as he came out of the room, suitcase in hand.
What did she do?
She told the pig the suitcase was hers. That the day after the bombing, she saw Anna take it from the ruins of her house. And for some reason, she insisted it constituted treason. Can you imagine? Even if Anna was guilty, which she wasn't, how would taking an old stinking suitcase be treason? That's just bullcrap. All of it.
But treason? One moment. Right. If what Emilia said was true,
It wasn't.
then with Anna's crime being looting rather than stealing, the Folkspest law would indeed qualify it as treason.
How many times do I have to say this?
Hey, don't worry, I know what you mean.
How did the officer react to all this?
He didn't even pretend to listen to anything Wolf and I said, but anything Emilia said, he ate it up. Every single word.
Yeah, that is. But she did it, I mean. A few things.
What did the Kazmarex have with them?
There wasn't much. Let me think. Some salvaged clothes, fabrics, a few photos, documents, oh right, the cross. A big old thing. Iron. It was on Tessie's, back from the east. And the weird Madonna painting. Ugh, she used to give me the creeps.
Tell me about Teresa Kazmarek.
Aunt Tessie. Poor
Oh,
woman.
sweet.
Poor Anna. Alone with her on her head. Don't get me wrong, I love the woman. She can be an enormous pain in the ass. Not her fault. Mostly. She just needs so much help and constant attention. She's been sick non-stop ever since I can remember, actually.
Yeah, but was.
You said the Kazmarex were from somewhere east?
Aunt Tessie was born in East Prussia, some small village in the middle of nowhere. That's Poland now. Majuria or something. She's quite happy about it. Not that she'll admit it. Always had a soft spot for anything Polish.
Was Anna's father somewhere around?
Not for a long time. He died when Anna was 4.
Oh, yeah.
Came west with Aunt Tessie, only to leave her alone with a 4-year-old. Don't really remember him myself. Just a photo of the 3 of them together.
Actual father.
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
Does a bear shit in the woods? The Beckers thought themselves better than everybody else, and made no secret of it. And everyone knew them, for the shit-spewing assholes they were. And we were open about that as well. And Mrs. Hausler in the other section Always listening at the door. Up in everybody's business. Nosy hack.
What can you tell me about the conflict between Miss Kazmarek and Emilia?
What there's to say? Becca was a cunt. She had conflicts with everybody. Well, everybody without a dick. And something about Anna seemed to really piss her off from the start. Wolf choosing her was just a cherry on top.
Yeah, I see.
What can you tell me about Anna?
That you people killed her. But what is there to say? She was good people. Kind, funny, witty. And a know-it-all. So stubborn. Could be such a pain in the ass. Never knew when to shut up.
What can you tell me about Wolf and Miss Kazmarek's relationship?
It's been going on for a few years already. They seem serious about it. As serious as you can be when you're 19.
And of what
To be
did it help?
honest, I was never fully sold on Wolf being the right guy. But he did make Anna happy, so...
Have a deal.
How did Miss Kazmarek come to know Mr. Hens?
She used to work for him. We both did before the factory draft. It was all legal, just pub work. Walter's a good man. Took us under his wing. We knew we could rely on him.
What was in the suitcase? Can you describe it?
Beats me. I don't think I've ever seen it before. No idea where Emilia got it. It looked old, used, normal size, normal... It was a suitcase.
Yeah.
It just looked like a suitcase.
Which would have been just that. Elsie?
At that point, I knew we needed help. I knew a man. I thought he might be able to help. And Wolf had his uncle, so between the two of us...
Some button didn't it? Well.
Please, continue.
I told Wolf to stall the fuckers. Keep them there. Myself, I went to get my man. I didn't even get down the stairs before it started.
Before what started?
Is it really that hard to guess? Anna's testimony. They tortured her, went in hard judging on the screams. It was...
Is there anybody else who could have seen it?
I wasn't in the right space to check for that. Though, actually, I think I ran into one of my neighbors. Yes. She even asked me, "Who are they taking?" She was in another section on our floor. Such a nosy hack. Unbelievably good hearing for her age. She kept constant watch on everything that was happening.
And you just left?
Yes. Yes, I did. It was the only way I might still help.
You know.
Did Miss Kazmarek have any previous encounters with the police? Any criminal history?
No.
You sound awful sure.
I am. Anna didn't do none of that.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it. No. But I certainly heard it, and I saw the aftermath. They left the room trashed. It doesn't take a degree to understand what happened.
You're saying both of the officers beat her?
Yes, probably. I don't know. Can't imagine a greener refusing the chance to rail on an unarmed girl.
No room yet at all.
How did Wolf and Emilia get along?
Too well. They actually used to be friends. If you'd believe that. Not that he'll admit it now. It was before he and Anna Becker never quite forgave him that choice. The jealous cunt.
What can you tell me about Emilia?
She was a few years older. Not that you'd guess it, with how much of a brat she was. Always little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Always the innocent. The poor, poor victim. In reality, she was a jealous, hateful bitch. A snitch. A liar and a snitch.
They went down on. They fight each other, yeah. Jesus. Certainly is the case already. We only have second witness, first true witness to it.
I did find my guy. Not that it mattered. By the time we came back, Anna was already gone.
Yeah, but we have.
There. That's what happened.
Hmm.
What really happened.
Oh boy.
Not that you care.
But I do care, Mrs. Grunewald.
Sure. I guess we'll see about that, right? I won't hold my breath.
Is there anything else you'd like to mention? Anything else you saw?
No. By the time I got back, it was all over. They took her, and Emilia hid away in her room. Scared
That's what he said too.
After what she'd done.
Don't say that.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Grunewald.
I hope I don't regret it.
Me neither. Hmm.
We have a name for the victim's boyfriend, Wolf Kirchmann.
Wolfgang, yes. He was very easy to find. He's still in the military, as it turns out.
Oh.
Hauptmann seems to be involved with the rearmament effort. Oh, and I have some good news.
What's the good news?
Mrs. Kaczmarek, no, Mrs. Hens, agreed to a date for her testimony. Tentative for now, but I hear she's been I put her on the calendar. We should have enough time to interview one more witness before her.
Good.
Good.
He's involved in the rearmament?
Yes. After Anna's arrest, he was dispatched to the Eastern Front. Left even before she was executed. By that time, the front was close to collapsing. Just by surviving, he made quite a career with multiple field promotions. He's a Hauptmann now, supposed to help train new recruits for the Bundeswehr down in Bavaria.
Oh, I see.
Did you manage to contact him?
I've tried to reach out, but, well, the military is at best less than helpful.
At best.
The message I got was politely worded, of course, but it comes down to us not being an important matter. I'm sorry, it'll take a bit longer to get him.
That's fine.
I need some additional documents.
Anything specific?
There's a chance one of the neighbors could know something about what happened.
Good addition.
One surname, Hausler. Could you look if we can contact her?
There's not much to go on, but I can try. The shelter probably has some sort of list.
And kept that
Another
list.
thing. About the note you left me today. You think you have someone who would know our police officers?
Yes, potentially. My husband, his whole family, really, are police officers.
Oh.
Him, his father, brother,
Neat.
uncle, grandfather. It's a tradition. He's very
Over
proud
there is
of
at
it.
least neat.
Don't get me started.
I won't.
Thank you.
That one I
And
get,
his
Bo.
brother actually lives and
Back in the
works
time in police,
Brunswick.
over here at
Yes,
least.
sir. I figured I'd give it a
That's
shot
based in
and write him
Germany.
a letter.
I need you to invite them.
Who should I read?
Well, that's the other side of that
About the
argument.
neighbor, Emilia Becker.
On it.
There's nothing left for me to do.
Now, what else I should go today? Me or yourself?
Who do I want? He's not pick. Who do I want to?
Friends. Okay, get it.
Miss Cup,
Thank you, Paula.
Oh wait. Since he's home again, or she's back, let's talk a little.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Right. I think
Oh, I
that-
didn't talk about that last one. I won't do that. Hi, TD. Doing new on this one.
Peters?
Oh. Hello, Cuts. I didn't see you there. Sorry.
Are you quite all right, Peters?
Me? Well, do you remember
Baby,
our
what you
lecturer
doing?
in property law? Small guy, reddish cheeks.
I don't think so. I skipped that class a couple of times.
His name was Hirschbach, and he definitely noticed you skipping class. Remember
Nice.
when he started
What
drilling
did you got?
about ownership and bankruptcy?
Oh no, I was so hungover from the night before.
That's him. Good old Hirschbach. I found his file.
Oh,
Oh,
The Nazi file of good old Hirschbach.
really?
shit! I clicked again without reading.
Yes, really. Friendly, jovial, Nazi Hirschbach.
Ah,
Did you
shit.
know he
Oh,
invited me for Easter once? Lovely family.
wedding, as he says, literally in a few days. But yeah, that's been crazy to believe how otherwise seemingly innocent people or nice family people were fully involved with that shit. Especially when it came out after the war, and still is definitely even to this day, literally you saw it like in the news. Well, I knew the guy we talked about, but still like apparently a bigger figure in at least certain areas. Was viewed to had tried to hide his Nazi past. It was like, oh great, number one. Okay, let's see what's in this
What did you
file.
find in the file?
Nothing good, I'm afraid. Hirschbach worked as a prosecutor. He was seizing
Oh,
property
lovely.
from Jewish citizens.
One of those putting a good name to prosecutors
Then
in
it got
in
worse.
times.
He sent
Oh.
people away, Cuts.
Shit.
Are you absolutely sure?
I double and triple checked everything. We were taught by a Nazi.
Shit.
I think I need a minute, Peters.
Understand. Take your time.
Damn. So interesting moments they have in here. Time to go for today, huh? Ravioli and red sauce with garlic butter rolls. Ooh, you just sent me a picture on Discord of the food if you can still do that. That sounds nice. Oh, lovely. Now it's painting the suitcase. From 1957. We should see that. Really? New veiling here? Oh, jeez. Isn't. Morning.
Paula's not at her desk.
Huh?
She didn't say that she wouldn't be in today. Maybe she's just on an errand.
Pick up on people. Hey, hey. Not in here. What's the news say? No more All German People's Party. It's an official. The All German People's Party (GVP) announced its dissolution. Many members, including prominent figures like Heinemann, Wiesel, joined Brainspace. Interaction, German Museums Association of refunded the city of has been refunded the city in Essen. County Jordan, government of North Pines. Belsey. I don't know how to spell. Of even or just the fires, the team announced that it will grant Singapore self status on January 1st, 1958. Building a manifesto in later 18th Germany, new scientists condemn the nuclear arming in West Germany, refused to work on project of nuclear weapons for any kind. Yeah, fire. The skies burn as Soviets you Relentless posturing. International backlash is out conducting to threaten the peaceful coexistence of Europe by launching a new atomic test. The Communist War Machine noted its newest nuclear device, HIMARS above Kazakhstan. Timely reminder of the real face of Moscow and its uneasy, unceasing.
The door is locked.
He's in here today, huh? Yeah.
Oh, there's new files in my inbox. Paula must have been in earlier. I wonder where she is.
I'm checking
The
for her.
door is locked.
Yeah?
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You.
Of course, just think. Our work. If that's a.
That?
So I've been.
Right. I think that.
He's not seen her. She's in the archives? Maybe she's gone entirely, not in the building right now. No. Oh, I guess we'll find her later. Work on my stuff. Almost. An answer regarding officers, my brother-in-law is what in Brunswick Force, leaving you with a letter. Let you know when the second witnesses arrive. Managed to reach out to Mr. Hausler. She was actually more than eager to share her many notes with us. Honestly, very difficult to get her to stop talking about them. Of course, yeah, she looks like one of those person is neighbor. Oh boy. Let's see. So saw your photo of it. Maybe it looks like a delicious meal. But the Zeidel girl came home drunk, woke me up. I'll give her hell in the morning. On the 20th. That soldier boy, that soldier boy is taking up the phone. Why is he always here? It came for that girl, finally. I never trusted her. That soldier boy is taking up the phone. So she said that, oh, according to a neighbor, the boyfriend called her out. What? Ooh, I see something deeper in here. I came for a girl finally. I never trusted her. Turns out she was good as nothing thief, a looter. Kind of officer said the defense parents shot me. So we took offered him a cigarette in return for which he lightly accepted. Said his colleague is a religious non-smoker, constantly bugging him about the wealth effect. Nonsense. Hope they take the horn. Which horn? So Jesus Christ, lady, what the fuck? The Huber dot is barking. It's just in the middle of just like, I hope they kill that person. Jesus Christ, lady, what the fuck? No times back then were terrible for many people. Or many people in those times were terrible as well. The other way around, but still, what the fuck? Okay, then on, Rudolph found his mother's rosary under the bed. For the relief, I bet that was that girl with the curly hair. Must have brought it back. Must have felt guilty. So, what she claims. Wait, that page. Yes. The first page. Okay. Becca's girl is on the phone. She sounds upset. Bird is clogged in. Must have been Maya kid from upstairs. Saw her sneaking around. Well, she gets to stick around when the people like Uti died in the fires. Jeez. Those soldier boys back in the sense of car. Yeah, the one that was accused. Sometimes I hear them through the wall. It's disgusting. At those. The old contact to police proved to be very helpful for our case. Here's what we received from them. Paula Fischer, and it's been simply too long since we heard from you. Make no mistake, you will have to tell me all about this new job of yours. Let me just take some medicine. My sinuses are still not 100% clear from the last weekend I had. I hate it. But it's just it. So I'm really taking some good medicine instead. What boy? As a job, as for a question, I don't remember some of it. Most of it, remember some of it was chaos. It was pandemonium for weeks after a bombing. No sooner did the fires die when all of Brunswick decided they needed police's help. Yes, we did have a Klaus Nord and Otto Wagner working here. First retired a few years back, but Wagner still works in the streets office. What I've heard. What I've heard, they are known to be quite the bullies when it came to perversions. The Casimir case, one of them must have beaten up a girl so bad he injured her wrist. It is true. Saw that. The younger one did that. I checked the albums and found a photo with him, once from the Old Boys pub. 2 days after the bombing, Novak in the center of partner, one of the far left, still cut off. Kisses, appropriate ones. Aw, nice guy. He's a nice guy, Ralph. The Ralph. Okay. Let's still add a bookmark to this. Okay. So there he is with Otto. No, it's an Otto. Middle one's close and very far left is Otto. And this all type theft. Narrative mail caller report incident. On the bombing, named suspect abandoned confessed to the crime. Urban similar caller reported an abortion. Call is unknown, make false accusations. Call dismissed. A female caller reported the incident of found missing items. Officer dispatched. No suspect found. This is a male caller available. Demons identification. Dispatched officers intervened. Testing or involved. Looting. Female caller reported instead of looting. Witness bombs residual area. They found and apprehended. A label for this one, which is probably the one. It wasn't theft, it was called looting. Copy that one. Mail caller. Or that one. Wasn't called theft. Might not be. I'll unmark this one as questioned. Might be it, but it's unlikely. I have mail caller, made sense. All in all, I definitely put a whole note in this entire thing. That makes me not able to see the actual document thing. And I have that on. I just like that. But if it was relevant, they probably would have not done that. Who knows? Hey, switch test. Russian government investigates war period. I
won't be getting any answer.
Yeah.
Good, you're finally here.
And it's nice to hear you too, Peters.
Yeah, sure. Listen, I think I found something. Come to my...
What?
Okay.
Seriously?
Okay, this is about. Hi, Kitty. Let's see what's up.
So, What is it?
Do you remember the incident I told you about last time?
Remind me.
You need to remind me.
Oh, for Elisha Kalka, Jewish man, 47 from
Yeah, right.
Krakow, arrived in Auschwitz in late 40, killed early 41. During a morning rally, one of the guards grabbed the hat off his head, threw it away, and told him to go fetch,
I think I know where this is going. You went to get it and the guard shot him?
and claimed it was an escape attempt.
Yeah, we did this
All caught
before.
up?
It's true.
Now, take a look at this. Well,
What is this?
anything catching your attention, Cuts?
5th of June 1942. Auschwitz. You're the prisoner on the run. Blume, Franz Stalker. Can't highlight anything else in this area. So there's prisoners. Howard. Holter, Kowalski in the Blume. Ostermann was taking steps with the following pause. He's S. Lieber Nostra-Wartner. Aber Wartner. Über which prisoners run, claim command has asked the invitation proceeding to be dropped and bodies be released with information as regards had no item. Lawful, claiming, please put judge as police court here. This now.
One of the dead listed here is Kalka.
And the manner of his death?
Shot on the run.
In writing, proof this guard, Noska, finally I have his name, that he lied in his report. But that's not even the best part. Sorry. Worst part.
At the bottom, who signed this? Stamm?
Von Stamm, exactly. Kurt von Stamm, judge at the SS and police court in Breslau in the years 1939 to 1943, NSDAP member since 1933. March 33, naturally. One of the March Violets who joined up after they won the election. The signature here is supposed to confirm the veracity of this report. He confirmed, in the name of the German justice system, that Kalka was shot on the run.
Except we know he wasn't.
So,
either he's guilty of negligence, potentially criminal,
or he's complicit.
Up big.
Where is he now? Still alive?
That's a big question first.
And thriving. During
Ah,
the
fuck.
denazification after the war, the Americans rated him as unfit to be a judge
Thank
again.
God.
But somehow, he managed to lower that rating and got himself a cozy position
Ah,
in
fuck.
law, looking
Always.
to retire with a substantial pension within 2 years.
It's a bit early to make assumptions about his involvement.
I think it isn't, but hey.
I mean, he signed this. I refuse to believe anyone could be stupid enough to do so blind. Oh, for... What is it?
And good morning to you, Mr. Peters. How
What do you want, Paula?
I'm looking for Miss Katz. Have you seen her?
No.
Where were you?
Oh, you're here. Good.
No, don't mind me.
I had to go run a quick errand for Christoph. He forgot his files.
Again?
Anyway, why I'm calling. Your witness has arrived.
All right. Thank you.
Miss Katz. Mr. Peters.
Just...
Silly. Hey man, you back now?
Miss Katz, I'm sorry for all the confusion today. Christoph forgot his files and needed a last delivered. I swear,
Pissed
that
off.
this man survived till today is a miracle.
I believe so.
What did you make of Emilia Becker?
So, I have this one upstairs neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You know the type, with the noise complaints.
I don't. But what can you tell me?
She's nosy, she's bossy. On a neighborhood council, she would be chair.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
God.
have her as a neighbor then, that's for sure.
Know that. So it's the worst. I'll be honest, I'll go through this thing and the rest of this day and then probably call it a day for today because I've been tired and A little sleep
Mrs.
before I go to
Vane,
bed
thank you for
fully.
coming.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Katz.
Hmm.
Though I'm afraid I might not be of much help.
It's Miss, not Mrs. I'm not married.
Oh, I see. I had assumed a woman. To each their own, I suppose.
Horrible.
I have some questions regarding an older.
I had assumed as much. We've read all about her.
It's regarding one Anna Kazmirek.
Oh,
I take it you knew her.
yes. That poor girl. God bless her
Thing.
soul.
I didn't expect that.
She was far from a saint, but she did not deserve this fate.
Hmm. Don't left and right. Don't left. He does that. I'm not Eepers, he's lying. Don't believe him. Look at that guy. Don't listen to him. Okay,
You were present at her arrest. Do I have that right?
I had the misfortune.
let's see what Tell Cheeseman's up.
It was just a few days after the bombs fell. Like many others, my family had lost our home. But we were lucky enough to find ourselves with a room in an emergency shelter. The same one Anna had been assigned to. She and that poor mother of hers.
What happened?
If that isn't the question, you know, what happened? Well, I suppose you could say Mr. Kirchmann had enough.
Kirchmann. Okay.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
It was a sizable apartment, confiscated from some bankers. We were based in, I assume, the old servants' quarters, together with 2 other families.
So he's
One was
always
Anna
barricaded.
and her mother, and the other,
Separate them more.
I can't quite recall the name. A horrible, horrible girl and hers. Either way, she was a friend of Anna's. Probably where it all went wrong, if you ask me.
Jeez.
What can you tell me about life in the shelter?
Oh, it was simply terrible. I don't like to think about it. Though I
Not
know
surprised by that.
just having a roof over our head was a blessing.
That made sense. Uh-huh.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Yes, naturally. From the house
House.
and the shop.
Like the female people.
Luckily, our cellar didn't collapse, so most of what we stored there.
Putting this in here.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
I would say fairly. My dear father made sure of that. He had experience running the family shop, so he took it on himself to establish a rotation of tasks.
See.
What happened to you during the bombing?
I'm sorry, that's a difficult topic. I almost died that night. The bomb that hit our house, it fell right through my room. There was nothing left of my bed. I'm lucky my younger brother was scared of the dark, and I had to stay with him.
Oh.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today.
The nice thing. I'm just moving. Up. On this a bit. A lot of other stuff.
You said the apartment used to belong to some bankers?
Yes, or at least that sort. Might have been jewelers, now that I think of it. The Gellers, I believe. Or was it Roths?
Interesting.
What can you tell me about your family situation before the bombing?
It was tough, but such were the times. Nobody had it easy during the war. Compared to some others, I'd say we were still lucky. My father was able to keep his business running, which brought the bread.
Yeah, it would certainly be a wise bit hard more times. At least a little.
Tell me about Anna's family.
There isn't much to say. It was just her and her mother, Teresa. Poor woman. With a daughter like this. Can you imagine?
Such a poor girl, what do you even mean? No details for here yet.
I was in the kitchen when I overheard Mr. Kirchmann's voice outside the room. He was on the phone, seemingly unaware of...
That makes sense, yeah, we hear that too.
What can you tell me about Mr. Kirchmann?
Well, his first name is Wolfgang, poor thing. Got himself all tangled up with Anna. She had her ways with men. He was a good person, steadfast, brave, or so I thought. That's why I found it all so weird.
Did you hear what Mr. Kirchmann was saying?
It was hard not to. I still remember his exact words. It's Anna Kazmirek. She's the thief. He was talking to the police.
Do you remember who was there on that day?
Not in our section. Just me and Mr. Kirchmann in the kitchen. And Anna with that horrible friend of...
What can you tell me about Anna's friend?
A menace. There's a saying. All it takes is one bad apple. And that girl was rotten. I think her name
Really don't like Emilia.
something. Heidi. Yeah.
How did he know about this?
She had confided in him. Bragged even, the way he put it. I don't remember the details, but it sounded just awful.
Were you in the habit of listening in on your neighbor's phone calls?
I beg your pardon? I was most certainly not listening in. We were all living so close to each other. It was hard to not overhear anything. Besides, Mr. Kirchmann and I were friends.
When you say
my family, all 5 of us. My parents, me, and my 2 younger brothers. Somehow, we all made it out of the fire.
On that day? Or where were they that day?
I pretended not to have heard anything. After all, it was not my place to meddle in their affairs. I was even almost willing to think I might have misheard or imagined it all. But then they arrived.
the policeman, I assume?
2 officers. An older gentleman and his young colleague.
Let's see.
The older older one. What can you remember about
He was on the shorter side, though much more robust than his companion. Looked around 50, give or take. He was very kind, warm. Had this just the kindest of smiles, framed by quite the moustache. And I distinctly remember he had just the thickest of glasses. Wasn't sure if he could see anything at all.
Can you describe the younger officer for me?
He looked about your age. Really tall. Almost hit his head at the door. It looked rather awkward how thin he was. Just skin and bones, let me...
Das wird hören.
What did the officers want?
Isn't it obvious? They wanted to talk to Anna. Mr. Kirchmann was more than happy to show them in.
So, while they went in, what did you do? Got any more mates? I think they've got it.
I stayed in the kitchen. So did Mr. Kirchmann.
How did Mr. Kirchmann react to the...
I admit I was rather taken aback. He looked rather pleased with himself. The way she treated him. He must have been happy there were some consequences for Anna at last.
What happened then?
After a few minutes, one of the officers came out. He was joined by that girlfriend of Anna's. It was her family's room they were in. She led him to Anna's room to look for whatever she had stolen. He didn't let her follow him in.
Did you or anyone else enter Anna's room while you were waiting?
Why would anyone... Oh, you think we put something there? The stole...
I'm just investigating all possible...
Well, I didn't. And nor did Wolf.
And this friend's family?
The usual riffraff. Except for the father. He seemed respectable enough. Fought in the First War, I believe. God only knows how he ended up with that wife. Each one worse.
Lovely. They're really very innocent, mostly.
The girl
Still
lied.
squeezing.
Thankfully, she didn't stay long. She was long gone by the time the officer returned. He was holding a suitcase. Mr. Kirchmann almost jumped at...
Did he say anything?
He said it was the suitcase.
So she claims she left before the kid turned the suitcase.
He called her a traitor.
So Wolf Kirchmann confirmed that it was Anna who...
Enthusiastically. And apparently, Anna had not just stolen, but looted it from an abandoned building. That was treason. It made me feel so conflicted.
It wasn't yours, you claim.
And why was that?
I admit, after all, it is written, but with Anna, it was just dreadful. Dreadful.
I'm doing good, don't worry. Doing sensible when I have time to end it.
Told him not to worry.
Sooner or later. Sooner or later.
He was doing the
I'm
right
good.
thing. I was...
Oh, shit, I missed the line a minute.
That was when it started.
It?
When what started?
All that.
It came from the other room. An argument. That's what I thought at first. Just some... I don't know what she did. She must have done something to provoke him, right?
Certainly, she couldn't have been innocent. What? Police people beating people? Not in 1940s Germany. What do you mean? No, never. Oh boy. Hey, not right now.
Mrs. Becker, what happened in there?
I didn't see it. I swear, I didn't see any. I just heard it. Her screaming. His shouting. He was beating her. She didn't fall. He threw her and he kicked. She begged him to stop.
And what did Wolf...
I don't know. I hid in my room.
Actually, might be true.
What do you remember about the suitcase?
I didn't give it a good look. It was none of my business after all. I think it was on the larger side. Leather.
None of your business?
Yeah, it's several times he claimed that. There is one.
But, Mrs. Becker, if you look here, Anna clearly states that she stole the suitcase from you.
What? Oh, no, that's not possible.
To be never. How would I do such a thing?
So, the other officer was already gone?
Yes, must have been at least halfway down.
Which would make him uninvolved in the beating.
That seems to be likely. No, that we would
Did Miss
have told him
Kazmarek
to,
have
you know.
previous encounters with the police?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
stuff.
be surprised. I know her friend, and with the sort of people she dealt with.
Easy claim.
How would you describe Heidi's
I'd rather not describe it at all. There were rumors. Not that I normally pay them much involved with each other in a well.
But I really can't hate more and more of this.
What was your relationship?
We were friends. Used to be, at least. Mostly because of Anna, I suspect. I don't like to listen to. She sunk her claws in Wolf, wrapped him around her finger. I did try to warn him, but had he listened, maybe this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
How would you describe Wolf?
They were a couple. A rather.
How so?
Anna was, let's just say, she had many.
Claiming that is just. Ugh.
How did you and Miss Kazmarek get along?
We didn't, to put it short. I did my best to. Same with her friend, Heidi. Nothing good could ever come from associating with their type.
Was there a Mr. Kazmarek?
Not that I know of, but again, I wasn't too close with the Kazmarek.
Might be forgetting about. Oh, it doesn't seem like this. Yes, stop scooting on the floor. He did recently.
I locked the door, got on my parents' bed. Tried not to hear it.
Do you know why Wolf would report her? When they.
Yes, I can only guess, but I suppose if he learned of her cheating, then maybe it. Then again, if he knew of her crime, which he obviously did, then wasn't it the right thing to do?
Yeah, she was so shocked that he would do that, but also she was totally right in doing so. What a flawless personal argument for yourself.
Did you see anything else?
No.
Oh, I hate him,
sorry.
yeah.
I stayed in that room for a long time. It was already evening by then.
Thank you.
Of course. I pray you can put.
Miss Katz, a moment, if you please.
Was a
Yes,
roommate,
Paula?
but not in the
Two
good way.
things. Good and bad. Ah, three actually. Good, sorry.
That's not good.
The good news.
Christoph found a blueprint that might interest you. It's for the original apartment that was used
Hmm.
as the shelter for your suspect.
Good.
Good. That should be helpful. What's the bad?
I've been trying to get in contact with Mr. Kirchmann again, unsuccessfully. That secretary of his makes me miss the Berlin Document Bureau.
So, no inviting him.
Hopefully after Mrs. Kazmierek's turn. We confirmed her for next week.
What's this third?
I did some follow-up regarding our... I'm sorry to say, one of them is dead. Klaus Novak. Lung cancer in 49.
Surprise, the other one then.
So we're one witness down. All right. Thank you, Paula.
Not surprised by that.
Miss Katz.
Anything else? Yeah, we need documents.
I need to know more about the investigation into Anna's character from her trial.
On it.
I
The
need to find
protocols.
out more about the call. Can you check if we can get any protocols from that district?
If there are any left, I'll contact them.
Yeah, the evidence of paper trails must be really hard to find back then.
I need you to invite the next witness.
We talked about Kirchmann not being easily available, so you
Couldn't
love
hear from the
policemen.
officers. Let's invite Otto Wagner.
On it. Miss Katz.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's all. Nice, Christopher, and the blueprint. Do that and finish the day.
Heard you have something for
Maybe
me.
do you have anyone you want to write out into
Yes,
today?
your blueprints. Paula asked me to check if I could find something, and let me just, sorry, I should really keep... Messy Kate, poor girl. Killed just to make the state look tough after the bombing. It all
Yeah.
just sounds so petty. Can't help wondering if it all really happened like that.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
Right. I know what you mean.
It's just that there's so many details from what I've heard. So much he said, she said. Sometimes some accusations are just that. Accusations, not fact. You're asking yourself who did it. And the answer might just be nobody.
Yeah.
Sorry, here I go babbling again.
Yeah, I should change the viewing stuff, that's true.
There it is.
Great.
No need for that.
Nobody. No. I should put up his blueprint. There's no harm in giving it.
Here it is. Okay, it's, yeah. Up there is the hallway. 2 minutes on the phone. Kitchen, Heidi's room where the beating happened, and Anna's room where the thing was found, in Emilia's room where she hid in later. Now,
Esther Katz, who am I speaking?
Walter Hens. Good evening. No. Sit down. I've got it.
Who are you talking to?
It's my wife. Shh. I'm sorry. No. Calm down.
Can you please pass her the phone?
Tessie. She wants you. What? No, if...
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
oh,
Good evening. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Katz.
Am I talking to Teresa?
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure to... No, I'm fine.
Mrs. Hens, it's good to finally...
Oh, you're too kind. I want to thank you, Miss Katz. Thank you for all you are doing for my Anna. She would appreciate it. She really would. Yes.
That's very kind of you to say.
But I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't help you. I can't help her. I thought I don't know. I could make it right. I could say stupid. No, I'm fine. There's no making it right, is there?
But you can help with your testimony. It may not be enough to make it right, but
She's gone.
Tessie,
My girl gone, Miss Katz. She's
Tessie, enough. It's all right. It's going to be all right.
in the way
Hmm.
looked at me, Mr. Bader, and like I was trashed. They know. I don't know how, but they know.
Please,
The letters, the window, the
Tessie.
I can.
Shh.
hello? Mr.
I'm sorry. Ah,
She mentioned something about a Mr. Bada.
yes, She was feeling better last week. That it would do her good. We ran into some neighbors. I don't know how they knew of us testifying, but they did.
Jesus Christ,
Bastards called us traitors. I punched his teeth in, but the damage was already done.
Both of that bad.
What did she mean about the wind?
It must have been some kids. Too much time on them. They broke the windows in my pub. Not the first. Tessie doesn't think it was hooligans.
She mentioned
That's
letters.
too old
Did
fucking.
you receive
Damn
any
it.
threats?
Enough to keep the oven going through winter.
Hmm.
I kept her from seeing most of them, but that first
Go do a
bunch,
scene that I guess.
5 of them arrived when I was out. She read them all.
Is she alright?
No. I don't think she'll ever be.
So,
Um,
I'm sorry, but I have to ask.
The testimony.
Please take your time. There's no need to.
I'm sorry. She's adamant. Scared.
yeah.
And she's been feeling worse ever since it started. Since those damn threat letters. They were too descriptive for Tessie.
Mr. Hens, it's important we get her testimony. Anything she can tell us about what happened after the bombing, about the suitcase.
I know. I'll talk to her.
Walter!
I'll talk to her.
Walter, no!
She's strong. Stronger than...
It won't bring her back, Walter!
It's a very conflicted one. I get her. Don't bring her back. That's-
I should tell Mr. Bao about this. Who do I want to call?
Miss Katz, what a surprise. I didn't expect to hear from you today.
I'm afraid there's a problem.
Oh,
Several problems. It turned out one of the suspects, Mr. Novak, is already dead. Passed away a while back already. Another, Mr. Kirchmann, remains uncooperative. Paul has been attempting to contact him, only to be repeated. We've been told he's held back by his increasing responsibilities with the ongoing rearmament, and this case is not a priority.
a military man. That can make things difficult.
And then there's... I've just been on the phone with Mr. Hens and his wife, late Miss Kazmarek's mother.
Theresa Hens, I remember.
She doesn't want to testify.
I see. Did Mr. Hens happen to give their reason?
They've received threats. Multiple.
Ah, yes.
From what they said, it did sound bad. They mentioned
Yeah.
both letters and then hopefully just...
It still baffles me how fast they find out about our witnesses.
There must be something.
Very
The stuff
well.
disappearing.
Then
I don't wanna
unfortunate
blame anyone
is it's
because I like for all these characters here at least a bit.
witnesses.
But
That's
damn.
true for all cases, but for us, there isn't much to be done about it. But there might be a way to compensate for the,
How would that work?
in the situation you find yourself to be. It might occur that you do uncover the truth, but will be missing proof. In which case, and only in which case, we should be able to acquire a warrant for one of the suspects' houses. We would have it searched and see if they happen to have anything that might help prove their or somebody else's guilt. We would only be able to do it once in this case. You need to think carefully which of the suspects you believe might have the piece of evidence you require.
I understand.
Seeing this day has been rather eventful, I'd suggest you take the rest of the evening off. I'll tell Paula to subpoena our problematic friend in the military.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Oh boy, stuff's certainly getting to a head here. My parents
The
around.
line is busy.
Maybe still on vacation. Oh, but again, maybe we're back. Time progresses a bit differently.
Miss Katz.
Thank you.
So, hey, listen up. Here's the thing. There's definitely evidence that something is amiss. Somebody's probably leaking information. Obviously not Mr. Bauer. However, that could be a historical character. Obviously isn't us. But only these three main suspects. Simon Peters, who's also been talking about that stuff happening, which is weird and been a little frustrated with stuff. I'll talk to him in a second. Paolo, obviously, being the smallest, basically, of levels, smallest person in the entire thing here. Having access to everything, though, in the end of the day, being able to do that. I like her, and she seems to be friendly, nice, and also not full of herself, so I don't think she's that either. And Christoph, while he's also been working with that, and otherwise also been a really nice guy, so I don't know. I mean, he's clumsy. Maybe he leaves some stuff lying around unintentionally. That could also be a thing, but I don't know. Talk to him for a second.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Ah, fortunate. Let's see if we can at least talk about stuff or anything with Peters.
Yes?
I wanted to hear your opinion about my new case. Or rather, an old case. It's from Brunswick.
Let me stop you right there, Katz. I have no intention of doing your job for you. But if you say Brunswick, that's Bauer's old territory.
Okay, I did it. Don't think there's anything big to do in the archives anyway. Just to see what cases we even have here. Hmm. Of other places here. Hmm. Yeah. Well, it was a bit time too. It's terrible. Wait. Street food. Answer is very available. Question. What Spire is famous? Ramaphosa is famous. Last one. Same from earlier. Alright then. Let's see for today. At least that's getting fixed up. This is a very weird looking half moon, but sure. July. Okay. Time to save the game here. So again, just be safe. And let's get back to talking for a second here. Am I doing it like that? I have stuff set up so I can do this without doing this. I have not. If just training isn't like that. Okay. We certainly went some places today. Did some good work. But it's time for this to end for today. We got some good bunch of stuff done though, so that was nice. Anyway, thank you all for being here today. If you haven't yet, please leave a follow to know when I'm live again. And check out the next. What are we doing next? Tomorrow I'm intending to finally continue more with my playthrough of Citizen Sleeper 2. Can't wait to get back to that. I'll screw up the voices and forgot which one I gave each character again, exactly because of that reason. So can't wait for that. Hope you liked what you saw today. Be sure to, yeah, as I said, follow my socials. If you haven't yet, please have a Discord. Follow it, join it. I'll be very appreciative. I am a Blue Sky. Find me there. And yeah. Right. Yeah. If there's anything from me, I hope you all have a good Friday evening. A holiday over here, so I'm sure I'll head okay. And see you all tomorrow on Saturday. And probably on Sunday too, if everything goes right then. We'll see what we do. Maybe more since sleep on Sunday as well. It depends on it. We'll have to see. Okay. Hope you all are having a good time, and we wait out to. Should always first. Let's see whoever is online. We just said, oh, here's online. Okay, Chancy. Ezra's doing stuff. Oh, they talked about how much I like blueprints. It's freaking too lucky, man. Doing more blueprints. Watched them doing a bit earlier yesterday evening. Now I'm back to more. So let's say hi to them. Hope you all have a good evening. See you all tomorrow. Love you all. Bye bye. And yeah, have a nice time. See you then. Bye.